Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, more and more people are speaking about the loss of Vice President Kamala Harris with this election. And, you know, we know the Democrats went on a misandrous campaign, speaking very ill about men and definitely black men in particular. And it was even black men that voted at an extreme high rate for President Trump, even though black men did vote at a higher rate, but not like Latino men. But black men were demonized and saying it's the brothers and always constantly saying all these different things, the disrespect. But I want you to hear from this one brother. He shares his opinion on why a lot of men just was not going to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
See why women are confused on why Kamala lost, and mainly people on the left on why they lost. So I'll quickly tell you on why you lost. All that rhetoric you're doing about men right now, that is why you lost. All that saying men are afraid of women because they don't want to vote for Kamala Harris, all that bashing black men from Obama, Krusty, and Warhawk who should be in prison, all that is why men drove out to the polls and dominated the polls and showed you guys that we're not having that. Real men did that. And black women, you out here bashing black men. Yeah, the black man vote for Donald Trump shot up 6% from 2020. Why? Because of what you're doing right now, bashing us. We're tired of this, man. Y'all trying to tell us that we're scared of women because we don't want to vote for a woman? Are we serious right now? Black women trying to tell black men vote for her because she's quote unquote a black woman when in reality she isn't. Like, it's stupid like that. We were tired of it. We were tired of it. Black men of all races got shitted on. White men, Latino men, black men. So we dominated. We tired of it. We dominated. That is why y'all lost. Maybe tone down the anti-man rhetoric and anti-hate speech for men, and just maybe you might get a woman in the White House. I doubt it, because I don't see this country wanting a woman as president anyway. And honestly, I understand it. But maybe if you do that, you may be able to do it. You may be able to get them in there. Not to mention, men don't give a fuck about all the stupid. We don't give a fuck about abortions because that's not a real problem. Y'all, they try to prop it up like it's not a problem. We don't give a fuck about all this irrelevant. We don't care how much of a mean person Trump is. We don't give a men. We think with competency, and we're more strategic with our decisions. Like, we're trying to figure out how to make the most money. We only care about the economy because we're providers, so we want to have more money to provide for our families and our women. And we care about safety and security, foreign policies, and border security, things like that. That's all we care about because that resonates with us, because that is our job as men, to protect and provide. So we're looking at candidates who got the best ability to do that for us, who can do that for us, who can give us the opportunity to do that for us. So then that way we can trickle that down to our family. And that was the key message that was missing the whole time in the Kamala Harris campaign. They weren't saying that. Instead, they did the opposite and just kept trying to bash men. That's not going to win men over at all.
Now, a lot of things that your young brother said, it just really was spot on. I mean, you got to think about it. Leading up to this election, Michelle Obama coming out here talking down on men, a lot of the brothers too, but talking down on men. The Democrat Party has not been a place for, men who are providers, men who's trying to protect, their families and things like that, right? They want, especially the black man, to be underneath the woman. Just like what Tiffany Cross said, y'all black men get behind the women, get behind the women. We are not going to sit up there as a group of men and be disrespected like that. Latino men, white men, none of those men are going to just take that disrespect. And the Democrat Party really got to see that, taking that line like this, how are you going to want to get men to vote for you, but you disrespect them at the same time? It's no different than if you're disrespecting women or whatever. Now, some people can say, well, Trump, he disrespected Latinos. Well, some of them are saying from what they're saying, well, that was a comedian. I didn't agree with what he said, but I'm thinking about the economy. I'm thinking about what this young brother is saying. I'm thinking about what's going to happen, getting us in some foreign wars. And that's really what that is. Because at the end of the day, I tell everybody that what's going on in your bank account go determine a whole lot. It's going to determine if you can live, if you can eat, if you can pay your bills, you can take a vacation, if you can go to the doctor, If you, whatever you got going on, your bank account, or if you don't even have a bank account, whatever you got going on is going to determine that. In this election, the economy was the dominating thing. Everybody is collectively suffering in this economy. This is why everybody was coming out and saying, no, we cannot put Harris in there, on top of the disrespect that was happening with the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party, as I said before, especially for black men, it is not a place for black men who are traditional men. It's not a place at all. The Democrats, if they want to fix that party and they want to get traditional men into their party, they literally got to get rid of the whole playbook they've been running on, that Obama playbook, throw it in the trash and start over. You understand? Because if you keep following that Obama playbook, that extreme left-wing progressive, you won't win elections because you gotten too far to the left. It's just bottom line. And we're not prioritizing things that cannot put food on the table for our families as men. It's just bottom line, okay? Why would we sit up here and focus on things that don't even affect us as a collective in society? Because when it comes to abortion, that's not nothing you go do every day, but you eat every day. You pay a light bill, gas bill, water bill, you pay your cell phone bill, you pay your internet bill, all these different bills that you have coming up constantly, okay? That you have to pay. I have to pay. Letting all these immigrants in here, they don't help pay my bills. You promoting LGBT and trans and all that, that doesn't pay my bills. That doesn't pay anybody else's bills. The Democrat Party focus on everything, every single thing, okay? Except what we call the kitchen table issues. They say, oh, the economy is doing a lot better. On paper, it says this number going down, that number going down. People don't feel that. The only time people feel it is when they go to the grocery store and that box of cereal is $3 again, $2.50 again. Then we say, oh, wow, the economy doing good. When people go to the store and get a dozen of eggs for $1 again, that's when people say, oh, man, we're doing good. You understand? When people can go drive and go get some gas and it's under $2 again, people are like, oh, wow, it's the economy starting to look good. When people can go buy a home and they don't have to pay high interest rates to do that, people say, oh, man, the economy's good. That's really what a lot of it is. If people don't feel that in their everyday life, then the economy's not doing good. You can say all the job numbers you want, don't matter. Other people getting the job doesn't affect what I eat. it just don't. So that's what we're talking about. And on top of all of that, the disrespect. I mean, I think the disrespect in this election, I think it was the most I've ever seen before. I mean, the venom that we got to see coming from the Democrats, definitely toward black men. Black men was so demonized in this election. I mean, come on. Why did you think black men gonna come out there and they still say black men showed up? A lot of black men sat it out. A lot of black men, black people sat it out. So, but I did say many, many times that Kamala Harris is going to get the majority of the black vote. I said that. I knew that because I know y'all. I know y'all. I know what you're going to do. I know how you move. You understand? So next time, Democrats, don't disrespect black men. Don't disrespect no man. Respect us like you respect anybody else. Throw away that extreme left-wing progressive crap. Throw it in the trash. Get out of that. Come to the political middle. Be very moderate in what you're doing. If you really, first of all, Democrats, you got to shore your base up. And the best way to shore your base up is just do right by black people. See, Democrats, if you want to win elections, you do right by black people. That's it. Just do right by black people. Trust me, if y'all did even just gave us an anti-black hate crime bill, reparations, something, everybody would have came out and voted for Democrats and Harris. I would have voted for them. But you disrespecting me and making my life hard with the money? Well, why would I go out there and vote for that? I wouldn't vote for that. No, anybody in their right mind wouldn't vote for that. Now, of course, I mean, you do have people out here who are very silly and they want to vote on a motion and things that don't even matter. That's their business. That's their voting rights. But for the rest of us, no, we couldn't go down that route with Vice President Kamala Harris. It's just that simple. But the misandry was extreme in this election cycle. Very, very bothersome, very sickening. But maybe in 2028, maybe the Democrats will change they whole party up. We'll see. But if not, if they don't, well, get ready for President J.D. Vance. That's what's going to happen in 2020.